Hello everyone, and welcome to my Young and Restless official. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Summer tells Phyllis she's going to Sharon's when they cross paths at the GCAC. Chance has some news for them. Summertime reaches Phyllis YNR. She hopes that this will be the last time she has to worry about it. It pains Summer to learn that she continues to experience nightmares. Phyllis claims to have experienced worse. This was so awful because of the mental game. She can't get the voice out of her brain. They can only have as much authority as she grants them, according to her daughter. Phyllis is certain Sharon would say that. Phyllis's difficult period YNR join soapspoilers.com as a subscriber. Receive soapspoilers.com's most recent post updates and more directly in your inbox. As stated in our privacy notice, we utilize your personal information for interest-based advertising. Sharon unpacks and settles comfortably at home. She remembers making Phyllis drink in order to preserve her life when she reaches for a water bottle to take a swallow. Sharon's luggage YNR. The bags are packed when Nick gets there. In a few hours, she will travel to London, which excites her. He declares that he will accompany them. He has ordered the Newman jet to fly them over and packed a bag. She is overjoyed. After feeling powerless, they chat about how wonderful it will be to see Noah. Nick is only able to leave for a few days. She is pleased that he will spend a portion of the trip there. Sharon adds Chance is expected to arrive with some news. Talk to Noah, Sharon Nick. When YNR Phyllis shows up, Sharon tells her that Nick will be traveling with her, which causes awkwardness. She and Nick recommend that Phyllis take the family on a trip as well. Right now, she's working too hard for that. Phyllis talks about her vacation. YNR Chance arrives with information regarding the abductors. They could know who purchased the gas gadget, but they don't have his name. It has been traced to a mental health facility outside of Paris. Sharon questions whether Ashley and Alan have anything to do with that. Nick observes Chance's response when she brings up Alan. An officer is unable to explain. He responds that another piece of the puzzle might have come together when they ask him to. He is unable to provide an explanation, but the probe is gaining momentum. Phyllis and Sharon are not comforted by this. They are certain that whomever did this is intelligent enough to evade the police officers guarding them. Chance pleads with them to believe him as Phyllis freaked out. They're almost done with this. After the police officer leaves, Phyllis questions whether Ashley's past mental health issues could be related to this. It appears that she is capable of doing this. Although Phyllis doesn't think Alan has anything to do with anything, Sharon doesn't. Sharon explains to them how distraught Tracy was when she told him everything about their abduction. Phyllis is unsure about how to interpret all of this. Nick is certain Chance has suspicions about Alan. Phyllis inquires as to whether they ought to reconsider their current journey. Relevant links. Allow soap spoilers to alert you when new content is added. April spoilers for YNR. Sign up for the newsletter of Soap Spoilers. The arrival and departure of spring. Fresh recaps of Beyond the Gates. Kyle and Claire discuss his workday and his positive attitude at society. Kyle wants to know about her entire day. She also had a pleasant day. He's being vague about what he and his father were working on, and she can tell. She believes Victor was involved. Earlier, Claire witnessed him needle her grandfather. Kyle believes that she is only thinking about Victor and that they should separate from him. He makes it clear that Victor has destroyed her mother's relationships, and he won't allow it to happen to them. She still demands an explanation since she believes that her grandfather was involved in what he and Jack are working on. According to Kyle, they believe a suspicious employee is engaging in espionage. He requests that she swear not to assume that he and Jack are planning to harm Victor. She acknowledges that this is all new to her and will accept that. He advises them to forget about everything and have a nightcap in the lounge. Summer enters and sighs as she sees them giggling and making their way to the door. They talk about Phyllis's condition and how Harrison is helping her feel better. He is drawing his mother, and they have a stilted conversation about it. Then, Kyle and Claire discuss his newfound magic. That's hilarious, Summer remarks, requesting that they not give them to her. Summer looks on as they go. Chance appears and inquires about her well-being. They are given a table, and he informs them that the kidnapping inquiry is drawing near. The detective inquires about her and Kyle and notes that they have been skirting the issue for some time. She's upset that he moved on with Claire, and he can see it. When he accuses her of jealousy, she displays horror. At last, she breaks down and confesses that she finds Kyle and Claire's relationship intolerable. She acknowledges that every time she sees Claire, she wants to scream after taking a drink of her cocktail. She wants to vanish. She feels terrible after taking another drink. Summer is unable to accept that she lost Kyle to someone like Claire, even if she and Kyle were meant to have a happy ending. Chance believes they are no longer able to pretend. Neither of them is treated fairly by this. Victor takes Audra to the jazz lounge. He claims to be 9 steps ahead of her and has already ordered her a Cadillac margarita. She claims she can leave at any moment while taking a sip. He points out the location of the door. He asks if she still harbors resentment at Kyle, and she inquires about the possibilities he mentioned. Though he believes she should thank him for rescuing her from Glissade, Audra is shocked by his amnesia over what transpired. He is certain that the fact that Kyle stabbed her in the back bothers her. Has she thought about getting even? He makes her an offer. She asks for his honest opinion of her prior work for him before she can obtain specifics. He tells her that he was impressed and offers her the position of her dreams. She is capable of managing a whole branch of his business. She just needs to show Kyle how simple it is to get him to have another affair with her. Offended, she jumps to her feet. He claims he doesn't take her wooing Kyle seriously. He leans in and tells her that he doesn't like Claire seeing Kyle once she sits down again. She questions why she should put her trust in him, assuming he wants her to play the femme fatale. More than anything she might have had at Glissade, he promises. When Nate enters, he sees them. He approaches Victor with confidence and informs him of all he has been telling Lily. Victor advises him to exercise caution around Damien and Dumas, claiming he was merely being friendly. The sight of Audra sharing a drink with Nate surprises him. Audra promises to follow up with Victor regarding his offer as he leaves. "Don't take too long," he says. Nate asks her why she did that. Jack made it plain last week that Victor would be held accountable if he persisted in attempting to obstruct Kyle and Claire's relationship. Victor appears to be upset that Claire and Kyle don't share his viewpoint and believes they ought to break up. Victor is now seeking assistance from another person. "Have you ever considered getting even with Kyle Abbott?" Victor asks Audra the following week. "Let's say I do want to get even," Audra responds. "For that, what do I get?" Ashley has returned to the city and is going to visit the past. Specifically, she is going to experience a certain moment that she would probably prefer to forget. "Do you think it is at all possible that Martin survived that fall in Paris?" Jack asks his sister. At last, Alan enters the club with his suitcase and a smile on his face while Tracy takes a swallow of her drink in the suite they share. He doesn't appear to be aware that the Abbotts are unsure of whether he is Martin or Alan, and we assume Tracy will question him now that he is at home.